everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have been gone for a hot minute, but I am back now, hopefully for good. First things first, this video was filmed literally like a month and a half ago. It was filmed in like the ending of April and it's June now. I know that I am horrible at editing content, so better late than never. I am here now, and essentially what this video is what my semester break consisted of. So the semester break between spring semester and summer semester, and I like to use my semester break for two things. First of all, I do all the tasks that I put off while classes were in session, and second, literally just to chill. Like, I become a slob when that semester break hits. All I do is just sit in bed, watch a bunch of Netflix. Okay, so yeah, my semester break slash this video kind of consisted of 6 main things. The first thing was leisure, second was decluttering, third was digital reorganization. I have it written down on my phone. Fourth was closet reorganization. Fifth was some light cleaning. And then the sixth was a travel vision board, which I think is the best decision I've ever made for that semester break. I spent a good chunk of the first week just on leisurely activities. I watched a bunch of Netflix, like I said. I did some reading, I went out for dinner, things like that. And the second week is when I really got into getting my life together. So that started off with decluttering, but I didn't really film much of that. It wasn't a whole lot. I just cleaned like the dressers in my bedside dresser thing. I deleted some apps off my phone. I tried to delete some photos off my phone. That didn't go too well. And then the next step was digital reorganization. So essentially, I just needed to reorganize like the setup of my iPad and my phone, and you'll see that. I really felt like I needed to reorganize my clothing setup just so that I could figure out what I have for summertime, because then I would know what I need to buy, and just to kind of have my summer clothes up front because it's summertime now. So I did that, and honestly, like, reorganizing my closet just like makes me feel like I have my life in order. So I did that as well, and then once I did that, I did some very light cleaning of my room. I do this on like a weekly basis kind of anyways, but it was just nice to do it. In summer break, it felt like a whole washing of the semester kind of thing. And then the last thing is what I was most excited about, and that is my travel vision board. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There is absolutely no plan in place for any of these trips. And in a very realistic sense, the chances of me ever being able to go to a majority of these places are very rare, okay? But I like to dream big, and it's something that I wanted to visualize for myself for a long time. So I ended up putting it together in my semester break, and I think it was a great decision because I put a lot of time into it, but I had a lot of fun creating it. So I'm not thinking about the whole I'm never gonna get to these places kind of thing. It's gonna be an unrealistic dream for me. Maybe I'll get there someday, maybe I won't. But it was fun to make it, and I still look back at it, and it just looks so pretty to look at. And yeah, it was just a great thing to visualize. So that was kind of my main thing that I worked on in the semester break. So yeah, that was my little introduction to what this video is going to look like. I hope you all enjoy it. If you do, make sure you like and comment down below. And I hope you will stick around for my future videos by subscribing. And I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. And hopefully this time around, I'm much more consistent. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into the video. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my iPad. The very first thing that I did was change my wallpapers. So the green one I just got off of Pinterest, but then the one with the calendar I got off of Good Mondays paper, I believe. My best friend introduced me to the website, so I just got it off there. And then I split my apps into 2 screens. So one screen is meant to be an entertainment screen, and the other screen is meant to be for productivity and school related things. So once I separated the 2 apps, I just added in some widgets and I played around with the setup until it was in a way that I liked, and it wasn't too hard to set up my iPad just because I didn't have that many things on it to begin with. So it was pretty much the same process for my phone as it was for my iPad, but before I just had to remove all of my apps from the folders that I had them in. It was just getting really overwhelming for me to have all my apps there when I opened my phone, so I decided that I wanted to get rid of all of the folders and instead create kind of dedicated screens for each type of section. So that was my new setup for my phone that I was going for. And we have finally made it to my favorite part of the video, which is the travel vision board. Before we get started on that, we have to make sure the music is correct. Okay, anyways, pretty much all I did was a bunch of Googling and Pinteresting the places that I wanted to visit, and I transferred those photos onto Canva. This did take me quite a bit of time because it was hard to find pictures that really spoke to me. There was a lot of kind of a certain demographic that was catered to, so if anybody has any ideas on how to diversify their feed so that, like their Pinterest feed, so that I'm actually seeing brown girls on my feed, please let me know, because this was very frustrating to get through. But anyways, after I transferred the photos, I just had to rearrange all of them in the manner that I wanted. And then, as you will see later on, I just added text onto each of the places, made the text all pretty, and I actually also added photos of like kind of things that I want to do in these places. So like plate breaking in Greece, having pasta in Italy, having Kashmiri Ja in Kashmir, those kinds of things. And yeah, I'm overall just very happy how it turned out, and enjoy!